Hello, so on this video I will be showing you how to post events on the alumni section of the BYU Law website, how to post event cards, how to post articles, and yeah, just those different things. Oh, and then I will make a separate video on the layer slider, which is kind of a trickier thing that I still don't have a complete 100% grasp on, and I think there's lots of things to improve there, but I will make a video on that for sure. And that'll be separate to this. So, okay, so to go, the first thing that I do, what is nice about this website compared to the Law Society website, is that you can actually view the posts. Like, you can see the drafts, you can preview things without having it load forever and ever. So the way that I find kind of where I need to edit or things like that is just viewing it and then going to the page that I actually want to edit. So most of the edits, and I'm comfortable saying all of the edits, will be under the alumni section. Maybe the only thing that's outside is the news section. But okay, so here, this is the layer slider that I'll show how to edit. And then to add events, you'll just go to connect on the page, and this is what we mean by events. So these are the event cards, and I'm pretty sure this is canceled. But yeah, these are the event cards. You see it's an image, the date, the title. It's not as comprehensive as the Law Society's event cards or things like that, but that's usually because there's pages or other things that we use to publicize for these events, newsletters and things. So this is kind of just an overview page where an alum can come and kind of see how they can get involved and connect. So to edit this page, you'll just hit at the top, edit page, once you're logged into the WordPress site. And here you can see the event cards. So to add a card, it's very simple. This little plus sign will show up and you can add a card. You can also remove it that same way. So it's pretty simple. To add an image, so I'm actually just going to add a card again. To add an image, you'll hit add image, and then let's say we want to use this image as our card image. We'll just hit select. Again, I'll show you, I'll have another video on resizing and compressing images to make sure that the size is correct for this. You don't want a too huge of an image or long image, because if we go to the website, and first of all, if the image is too big, even though it might condense it, it'll take a longer time to load the page or the image on the page. But yeah, if the image is too long, you'll see it'll stretch the card. So this is like okay, but sometimes there's like portrait style images where they're not landscape, they're portraits. So you want to stay away from that. So I can show you how to do that. But once you have your card, again, the little toolbar on Zoom keeps popping up. Okay. Here you'll put in the title of the event. So, well, you'll put in the date. Normally it's, let's say we're in November. This is not the actual date of the event, but we're in November. Today's November 17th. So I'll put November 17th, a space, a dash, and then Women in Law. I forgot what it was actually called. Women in Law Conference. That's what I'm gonna call it. And then here you can put a little description of the actual event. So I'm not being creative today, but yeah, just putting, this is the description. And then if you want to link to the event, so let's say this was a Law Society event, so we go to, I don't know why I keep mistyping, and we go to events. I think the women in law should be in here. Well, let's just say that we wanted to link to this event. We'll just select the link and copy it. This toolbar gets in the way sometimes. Okay. Then once you have that link, you'll just go to edit the page, and this is the only part really on editing the website that you'll have to do some type of coding, but don't be scared because there's examples on here. So here, there's the code. And I'm actually taking a coding class this year, so the semester, so I learned actually what this meant, but when I started doing this, I didn't know. So we'll start our tag, which will kind of create a link tag. This is called an anchor tag, and it starts with an A. And then you'll put href, which I actually still don't know really what it means, but and then you'll put a quotation mark, and then you'll paste the link. You'll close the quotation. Then you'll do a close bracket, and then this is where the actual name of the link, so the text that's actually going to show up on as the link. And then once you're done with that, you'll hit the close bracket, / an A to close it, and then the closing bracket. So that is basically how you add a link. I don't know why it's, oh, no, did it not save? Maybe it didn't save. Equals, quotation, link, quotation. Okay, so hopefully that got it. And then if you would like to preview the changes, this website does allow you to preview the changes. So here you can see we have the banner image. This one's a little bit big. You have the little event card image. You have the text, the event title and date with the link that it takes you to the other page. And then the description, which is not very descripted here, but yeah. And then obviously we don't actually want to have those changes, which I don't know why it, yeah, we're just gonna go with that. Okay, here it is. So we don't actually want this to be here, so we'll just remove it. And then if you ever want to move these around, once the event has passed, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be canceled. So we're just going to actually change this to 2021. And then I'm going to take off this description. And then to move a card, you can just drag it. You can add it at the bottom again, but it's just easier to drag it, even though it kind of lags a little bit. And then you'll just put it as the very next event for the next year. And so this kind of makes it easier, so then when you are just updating the dates and things like that, the things are already in place, and maybe you just need to update links or maybe an image, but the basic structure is already there. And then once you're done with that, you'll just hit update, and then you can view the page. And you'll see that that image is no longer there, and that card is now at the bottom. So that is how you add event cards with the links on the alumni page, on the BYU Law alumni page. And now let's go ahead and go to news articles. So here on the alumni page, most of the articles are under news. And so when you post an article, it will show up here. with the little card, and I'll show you how to select an image that will fit correctly on here. And then it will also, the other page where you will want to put the article is under Serve. I'm going to take a drink of water. Okay, so here is where you'll put articles about alumni. These ones I actually wrote, so you can read them if you would like to. But yeah, this is where you'll post any articles about alumni, and you'll add the cards. And this section is actually very, very similar to adding event cards. So if you go to edit page, it actually looks quite the same. This one links to, you don't add the article on here, it links to the article under news, and I'll show you how to upload it under news. Again, it has the little code of linking, and if you're like scared to do the code, just look at it and copy and paste it and follow the format that the other links already have, and then you can put the T's to the article here. And yeah, so that's very very similar. Actually, it's the same as putting an event card. As you can see, try to avoid putting pictures that are longer like this. This is a better size so that it doesn't take too much space. This one's a little long. Yeah, so try to stay to landscape images or square ones as much as possible. Yeah, and then you'll see as you click the link, it'll take you to the article. Okay, so now to edit or to upload an article, it's under news, and if you go to news, you'll just hit add new, and then you'll start a new article. But here I'll just kind of go through the one that's already here. So here you'll put the title of the article, and this will let you search it under news if you're ever looking back for it. If you're ever linking to an external site, so a different site that did a article on here, if you're linking to it from the Law Society's page, I would not do that. I would just post it twice. But let's say it's just a completely different website, and it has to do with the Law Society, the BYU Law, then you can put the link here, and when people click the link to the article, they will be taken to the other page. Then here, this image, it will give you an option to add an image, and this is the image that will show up under news. So if you go to news, this is the image that will show up here. And you can see that this is taking a while to load because people are not resizing and compressing images properly. So that is something to definitely know how to do so that it prevents the page from taking a while to upload or to load. So this is when it says add image, it's talking about this image. And so the perfect size to go on these images is 3 to 4, I think. So it's like almost a square, but not quite. So you can just take that ratio, and the image really shouldn't be, if we were to edit it, this one's 800 by 600 pixels. So you don't really want it any larger than this so it doesn't take too long to load. And again, I'll show you how to fix and resize images. Then let's just update the image. Then here, unlike the Law Society, it doesn't give you an author box. So just at the beginning of the article, you'll just type in by and then the author. And then on this one, I just put a T's in italics, and then here you have the image. To add the image, you would just make a space for it, select add media, maybe select this image, insert into post, and you see this is actually a little large. So what you can do here is, I would recommend resizing it and making sure that the image is the right size right before you post it. But if you ever did already resize it and it was just too big, you can kind of make a little cheat method on here. Again, I don't recommend it all the time because sometimes even though it's smaller in size, it will still take longer to load. But this is just for example. So you can make it be in the middle of the page, or you can make it go on the side with the flow of text, or you can make it go on the other side, or you can make it go on the side and break up the text as like that. This one is in the middle and it breaks up the text. Then to delete it, you can remove it. And then also different from the Law Society's website is that it has you write the title in at the bottom as well. So just copy and paste from the top at the bottom, and yeah, that is basically it. If you ever are curious on how the coding looks, you can look at the coding that shows up in the back. Again, you don't be scared. You do not have to understand kind of what the code means. Really, you just being at the visual, and it's kind of like a Word document or a Google Doc. And then once you're done with that, you can hit, normally it will say publish, or you can save your draft. And I won't update anything because we didn't really make any changes on here. This was just already an article. So once you have that, you can copy this link right here, copy link address, and then you can also leave it. Okay, so I mean, if you did make changes, don't leave it without saving, but here we don't want to make any changes. So once you have the link to the article, you'll just go to Alumni, and once you go to Alumni, you'll go to Serve, you'll hit Edit Page, you'll select the image. You can just use the same image that you used in the article. So you'll select the image, you'll put it in, then you'll add the little code section, paste the link that you copied, add the T's, hit update, and then people can access it from Alumni. So they can, this is only if the story is about an alum, highlighting an alum. If it's other things, it should just stay under news. And then, unless told otherwise, I mean, but normally this is just about alums. And then, yeah, so to add that card, you would just add the card like the event. So that's basically it on the BYU Law website. I will do a different training updating the layer slider, which is what shows up as kind of a slideshow right here. And yeah, so I'll show you guys how to update that. And yeah, so I hope this video made sense. If you have any questions, you can email me or rewatch this video. Yeah, I hope this is helpful.